Hi children, hope you're all well and had a lovely weekend. So we're back to it this week and we are continuing our People Who Help Us topic, and this week we're going to learn about police. So our police, how do they help us? That's what we're going to be thinking about this week. And we're going to start the week by doing some literacy and some writing. So before we do our writing, I'm going to read you this story here, which is called Topsy and Tim Meet the Police. And I know lots of us love Topsy and Tim, so let's see what they get up to when they meet the police. So make sure you're listening very carefully, because this is what we're going to write about after we've read the book. One morning, Topsy and Tim were in a great hurry to get to school. "The police are coming to talk to us today," they told Mummy. When they reached school, a police car was already there. A policeman and a policewoman got out. "Can anyone tell us where to find Miss Terry?" they asked. "Why? What's she done?" said Andy Anderson. Topsy and Tim knew where to find Miss Terry. "Miss Terry is our teacher," they said. "Police Constable Webb and Police Constable May have come to tell us about the work that the police do," said Miss Terry. "Do any of you children know the jobs that the police do? Can you think of a job that the police do that help us? Have a think." "They catch burglars," said Andy Anderson. "They look after traffic," said Tim. "They find you when you are lost," said Topsy. "Yes, we do all of those things," said PC Webb. "And we look after lost things as well as lost children." "Suppose Tim was walking down the street," said PC Webb, "and he found a purse full of money on the ground. What should he do?" "Spend it," said Andy Anderson. "No," said PC Webb. "That would be very wrong. He should take it to the police station." "Suppose Topsy was the one who had lost the purse," said PC May. "What should she do?" None of the children knew. "She should go to the police station and tell them she had lost her purse," said PC May. "Then the police would be able to give it back to her." The police help with that. They help with lost and found things. PC May asked Topsy and Tim to help her pin up some pictures of the police at work. One of the pictures showed a police dog. "Have you got a police dog?" asked Topsy. You see all those pictures there? All the different things they get up to. Not only do they have police dogs, what do they have there? You see that? It's a police horse. Sometimes police use horse to help them. Lots of police in London will use horses because they're quite big. So it's easy if there's like a big event going on. Often you might see police on horses because they can see up quite high. That's what the horses help with. "No," said PC May. "Police dogs belong to police dog handlers. The dogs are trained to find things that are lost or hidden. They are very clever. And some dogs are trained to smell and look for a certain type of thing, and other dogs will be trained for another type of smell. So dogs are very, very clever, and they really do help the police." PC Webb told the children that one of the most important jobs the police do is come into schools and talk about children about safety. "Some places are dangerous to play in," he said. The police helped PC Webb think of some dangerous places. "Don't play near deep water, you might fall in," said Kerry. "Don't play by a railway line, a train might hit you," said little Stevie Dunton. "Don't play on a building site, you could cut yourself on something sharp and rusty." Those are all places that we shouldn't really go near, especially if we were by ourselves, not with a grown-up. "Always stay where your mother can keep an eye on you," said PC Webb, "and never talk to strangers. If a stranger tries to talk to you in the street or anywhere else, don't let them come near you." "What's a stranger?" asked Tim. Can you ever think about that? What's a stranger? What does that word stranger mean? "A stranger is someone you don't know," said PC Webb. "Most people are good and kind, but there are some people who like to take children away and hurt them, so never get into a stranger's car, even if they know your name and seem nice and friendly." So that's one thing that the police are telling Topsy and Tim, to be careful around people that they don't know, even if they seem friendly and nice. "If a stranger has tried to talk to you or asked you to get in his car, tell your mummy or your teacher, and they should tell the police," said PC Webb. PC May helped the children act a play called Stranger Danger. Andy Anderson was the bad stranger. Will you help me find my lost Poppy? He said to Vinda. No, shouted Vinda, keeping out of his way. So even though that might sound fun, wouldn't be a very safe thing to do because you don't know that person. Rye was Vinda's daddy. He took Vinda to the police station to see PC Topsy and PC Tim. My little girl says a stranger frightened her, said Rye. Thank you for telling us, said Tim. We will try and catch that bad man. After the play, it was time for PC Webb and PC May to go back to their police station. The children waved goodbye. On their way home from school that day, Topsy saw something shiny on the pavement. It was a very pretty brooch. Someone will be sad to have lost such a nice brooch, said Mummy. We must take it to the police station, said Tim. Then the police can give it back to the person who lost it. Hello, said the desk sergeant in the police station. Can I help you? Topsy found a pretty brooch, said Tim. The desk sergeant took the brooch and wrote about it in her book. They went home and were having tea when the phone rang. Dad answered it. It was the police to say that they found the owner of the lost brooch. I wonder who it belonged to, said Mummy. That night when Topsy and Tim were getting ready for bed, there was a knock on the door. It was Mrs. Higgly Piggly. Thank you, Topsy and Tim, she said, for finding my very special brooch and taking it to the police. And that's the end of the story. There is a little puzzle at the back of this book, but we can't do that together today. But there we go. So that's the end. There's Topsy and Tim with the police hats on. And actually, children, we've got a police hat in school. So when we're back together, I will get it down for us all. It's actually a real police hat. We had a visit a couple of years ago from the Metropolitan Police, which is the police in London, and they let us keep one of the hats, which is really exciting. So I think we might have had it down at the beginning of the year, but I'll get it back down for us when we're all back together so you can have a look, because it looks just like the hat that Topsy's got on, just like that one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is some writing, and we are going to write about something that Topsy and Tim learnt in the story. So if you wanted to put a title, Mummies and Daddies wanted to write a title, you could have, what did Topsy and Tim learn about the police? Okay, so that could be the question that you could put at the top. What did Topsy and Tim learn about the police? Okay, and then you're going to try and write a sentence underneath about something that Topsy and Tim learned. So it's going to give you a minute. Just have a think about what is something that Topsy and Tim learnt in that story. What did they learn about the police? And then we're going to write a sentence. Okay, so when we're writing our sentence, we're going to think really carefully about what sounds we can hear in the words. Now, remember, I've uploaded sound maps onto the useful resources area for you to use to help you with what the letters look like. Okay, and you're going to try really, really hard to sound out those words, and Mummies and Daddies can help you if you need any help. So I'm going to start my sentence with the word the. So how do we spell that? Can you say it with me? Ta, ha, eh. So the police. Pa, or, what can you hear next in police? And it sounds like it's got a s, boys and girls, but it's actually a curly k making, because sometimes a curly k makes a sound, because it's like a C, isn't it? So we're going to put a k, curly k there, and then eh. The police. And now I'm going to write look. Is a double O, which we're going to learn in a couple of weeks. And then a kicking K. Look after. Police. Again, I've done police there, so I can look pa o I k. The police look after police dogs. So we're going to do dogs. Da o g. Okay, the police look after police dogs. And one thing I forgot to remind you of, children, what do I have in the middle of my words? Can anybody remember what they're called? They're called finger spaces. Well done. And at the end of my sentence, I'm going to put a full stop like that. Well done. That's my sentence. I'm going to give you another sentence as an example, and then you're going to see if you can come up with your own, or you can do the same as me. That's absolutely fine. So again, the, so we're going to do ta, capital ta, ha, capital ta, because it's the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so if don't have to remember this too much, children, but if it's the beginning of a sentence, we always do a big capital letter. So the, again, finger space, police, per, or, ul, I, curly cur, and then I'm going to write the word catch, and it's got a ch, and it's actually got a t that we can't hear, and a ch. Again, a sound that we're going to learn very soon, which is a curly cur and a h. These will be on the phase 3 sound map if you wanted to have a look at those. Oh, whoops. The police catch bad. So I'm going to do bad. Can you sound out bad with me? Ba, a, d. Bad people. And people is spelled p, e, o, p, e, o. And at the end of my sentence, a full stop. Well done. When I looked at your writing last week, so many of you had included finger spaces and full stop, which is so super because we haven't done this before. I don't know if mummies and daddies know. We haven't been writing in sentences before Christmas. So this is a new thing for us to be doing. And I have to say that you all did such a super job. Well done. Let's just read back what we've written and then you can have a go yourself. The police look after police dogs. The police catch bad people. So can you have a go now at writing a sentence about what did Topsy and Tim learn about the police? Okay, can you write a sentence now, remembering finger spaces, full stops, and then trying really, really, really hard to do that sounding out. You can use the sound mat to help you, and of course anybody that's with you, mummies, daddies, or if it's older brothers or sisters, whoever, they can help you as well. Okay, so I'd love to see this work. So if you could upload it, that would be really, really great. And I can't wait to see it. Okay, bye.